Why, if asked, do I think Josh Dallis would be a good doctor? If he was approached for the role, why I think he would be a good doctor? Because he's been on the show before. I think that was one of his very first acting roles when he was in The Silence of the Library. He was the cone, he was just a head. But I saw a video of him being interviewed at a Comic Con, and he said he really liked that. He really liked being with David, starring alongside David Tennant, and he that was great what he did. I think people recognised him for that. And then I loved him in Once Upon a Time as Prince Charming, David Nolan. Because he was a prince, he gave some great speeches. I think every doctor's got to give a good speech. Matt Smith, the 11th Doctor. Hello, Stonehenge, who takes the Pandora, takes the universe. But bad news, everyone, because guess who's who? And the 12th Doctor, sit down and talk. It always leads to sit down and talk. Or not along those lines, but similar when he gave the speech in the Saigon episode, which the name currently escapes me, but I know it. It's in there, but I've currently forgotten it. David Tennant, he gave loads of good speeches. He gave the one in the giggle to the toy maker. Why are you so small? And Jodie Whittaker gave some great speeches. And Shooty Gatwa. And Shooty Gatwa's great speech was in Lucky Day when he gave that speech to Comrade Clark. I'm trying to save the universe, and people like you you're ungrateful, boom. So I think Josh Dallis would be a good doctor because we've seen him do speeches in Once Upon a Time when he's the prince, and he was great in Manifest as Ben Stone. He gave a great speech then in season 4, and he was like the leader. People looked to him because he was a fellow passenger. People looked to him as a guide. I really like that actor. Really liked him in both Manifest and Once Upon a Time. And I think he would be great as the next Doctor.